Good morning, students. I hope everyone are fine. Right? So, in the last class, what we discussed? In the last class, we discussed what is the criteria of divisibility. Right? So, in that criteria of divisibility, we are having a we discussed about the divisibility by 2 and divisibility by a 3 and divisibility by a 4 and divisibility by a 5 and divisibility by a only 5 we discussed, right? So divisible by up to 5 we completed, right? So now today we'll discuss about the divisibility by a 6. Okay. What is the rule for the divisibility by 6? So once again I'll recall everything. Divisibility by 2 means in ones place the number should be containing a 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, right? And if divisibility by 3 means what is the rule? That is the sum of all its digits is divisible by 3. Then we can say that it is a divisible by 3, right? So same way, now divisibility by 4 means the last two numbers must be 0 0 or else it is must be divisible by 4. Then we can say that that number is divisible by 4. And after that divisibility by 5. What is the rule? If number is said to be a divisible by 5, then we can say that the last digit must be a 0 or else 5. Then we can say that it is a divisible by 5. Okay. So next one, today we'll start with the divisibility by 6. Okay. Start with the divisibility by 6. Okay. Divisibility by 6. In that we are having a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 as well as the 3. Okay. So it must be divisible by 2 and 3. Then only we can say that it is a divisible by 6. If the given number is divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay, not only 2 and not only 3. It must be divided by both the 2 and 3. Then only we can say that it is divisible by 6 here. So that example is, I'll give an example. 6, 4, 8, 1, 2. Okay. So this is the one number I took here. See, what is the rule of divisibility by 2? Divisibility by 2 means the last number should be even number. That is a 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Here 2 is there, right? Then it is divisible by 2. Okay. Next, check for the 3. What is the divisibility by 3 rule? That is the sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. Then check the sum of digits here. That is 6 plus 4 plus 8 plus 1 plus 2. What is the value? 6 plus 4 plus 8 plus 1 plus 2. Okay. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 8, 18. 18 plus 1, 19. 19 plus 2 is 21. Right. So 21. We got the sum of these digits are 21. Whether 21 is divisible by 3? Yes, it is divisible by 3. Right. So this given number is divisible by both the 2 and 3. Then we can say that it is divisible by 6. Here we got both answers. For 2 also it is satisfied and for 3 also it is satisfied. Means the given number is divisible by both 2 and 3. Therefore, we can write down it is divisible by 6. Here you write divisible by 3. And here because of 2 it is divisible by 2. Okay. It is divisible by 2 also and it is divisible by 3 also. Then we can say that the given number, that is the 64,812 is divisible by 6. This is the divisibility by 6 rule. What is the divisibility by 6 rule? That is, if number is said to be a divisible by 6, then it must be divided by both 2 and 3. It must be divisible by both 2 and 3. Then means we have to check for divisible by 2 and divisible by 3. Both we have to check. If one of them is failed to satisfy, if one of them is not divisible by, then we can say that this given number is not a divisible by 6. Okay. This both should should be divisible by 3. These both conditions satisfied here. Okay, then only we can say the number is given number is divisible by 6. Otherwise, it's not a divisible by 6. Getting? Okay, go for the next divisibility by 7. Okay, divisibility by 7. Divisibility by 7 here. Divisibility by 7 means to check the divisible by 7. Here some procedures are there. Okay, some rules are there here. So that we have to analyze. First point. Take the last digit of a number. I give an example here. Example is we'll take a 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay. Take a last digit of that number. Okay. This number. Last digit means 8, right? First point is take a last digit of a number. Okay. Take a last digit of a number means we took a 8 here. And double that number. And double it. And double it means we have to do double of that number. That is a 8 plus 8. What we get? 16. Right? So take a, this is the one example I am giving. Take a any number if you want. Okay. So I give an example, that is 34,578. Check whether this number is divisible by 7 or not. Okay. So for that we have to do, first step is take a last digit of the number. What is the last digit of this number? That is 8. Okay. And double it. Double it means we have to do the addition of, means double. 8 plus 8, that is a 16. Okay. So next second step is subtract 16 in rest of the numbers. Okay, in rest of the numbers. Rest of numbers. What are the rest of numbers? That is a 3457. Subtract here. 7 minus 6, that is a 1. 5 minus 1, 2. Here 4 and here 3. Okay. So here 3421 we got. 3421. Okay. So here also it is a larger number, right? So we can't judge directly it is a divisible by 7 or not. Okay. So can we check here 3421 is a divisible by 7 or not? Again we have to do the division only. Without doing a division we can say that one. Okay. So here also it is a larger number is there. So we can't do that one, right? So for that reason again do here, take a last digit of that number. Last digit means what here? 1, right? So 1. 1 plus 1 it is a 2. And what is the rest numbers here? 342 means minus 2. Here we got a 0 and here 340. 340. We got a 340. Whether 340 is divisible by, again we can't judge a 340 is divisible by 7 or not, like that, right? So take a last number only. Last number is 0. 0 plus 0 only 0. Double means 0 only will get. So subtract from 34 minus 0. What will get? 34. So whether 34 is divisible by 7? 34 is divisible by 7? No. So it is not divisible by 7. So therefore we can say that the given number 34578 is not divisible by 7. Not divisible by 7. We can write like this. It is not divisible by 7. Like that only we have to goes on checking here. For larger number is there, then again you will get one answer, right? Again you take a last number and double that one and subtract from the rest numbers. Last number you have to don't consider here. Okay, rest other numbers you have to consider and subtract that value from this rest number. Means here we will get a 340. Like that we have to do. Again 340 means take a 0 is the last digit and double it, you will get a 0 only. So subtract from the 34. 35 minus 0 is 34. We can judge 34. We can say whether 34 is divisible by 7 or not, because in 7 table 34 is not there. 7 5 35 is there. So then we can say this 34 is not the divisible by 7, right? So only for 2 digits we can say, we can easily judge whether this is divisible by 7 or not, because we know the 7 table, right? So for that we can say for 2 numbers, but we can't say for the 3 numbers. That's why, so up to getting a 2-digit number, we have to do the same process again and again, taking the last digit number and double it and subtract from the rest of the numbers. Same procedure until you get a 2-digit number. Till that we have to do. And after check whether it is a divisible by 7 or not. If it is a divisible by 7, then we can say this given number is divisible by 7. If it is not a divisible by 7, then we can say that it is not a divisible by 7. We can say like that. Getting right? Okay, fine. So this is the divisibility rule by the 7. This is the divisibility by 7. Now we will go for the divisibility by 8. Okay? Divisibility by 8. Divisibility by 8. Okay? What is the divisibility by 8 here? Observe. Divisibility by 8 means the number is divisible by 8 means if the number formed by its last 3 digits is divisible by 8. Okay? So number is divisible by 8 means the last 3 digits is divisible by 8 only. Last 3 digits are divisible by, last 3 digits are divisible by 8. Okay. So in the given number, the last 3 digits are divisible by 8. Then we can say that that number is divisible by 8. Okay. So for that, I'll give an example. Okay. So we are having a 678. Whether 678 is divisible by 8, check here. 8 8 7s are 56, 8 6s are, so 8 9s are 72. We can't take that. 8 8s are 64. Okay. Here 3 left and 38. 8 4s are 8 4 is 32. 8 5s are 49. 8 4s are 32. So only 6 left here. Means it is not a divisible by 8. Then last 3 digit numbers are not a divisible by last. Therefore 678 is not divisible by, it is not a divisible by 8. That means here we can say that which is implies or a therefore, write a therefore 85,678 is not divisible by, okay. 85,678 is not a divisible by 8. We can say like that. Okay. So this number is not a divisible by 8. This is the rule of the divisibility of a 8. Divisibility by 8 means that in the given number, the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. Only you have to check for last 3 digits. That you have to check. If it is a divisible by 8, then the whole given number is divisible by 8. If that is not a divisible by 8, means the given number is not a divisible by 8. Like that we have to check here. Okay. So next one is a divisibility by 9. Divisibility by 9. Next one is divisibility by 9. Divisibility by 9. If number is divisible by 9, if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Okay. So if number is divisible by 9 as same as a 3 number, right? So for 3 also we do the sum of the digits and it is divisible by 3, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 3. And here also same, if sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 9. Okay. So sum of the digits is divisible by 9 is divisible by 9, then given number is the given number is divisible by 9. We can say like that. Sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then given number is divisible by 9. For that, here take that one, that is what is that one is see here, divisible by 9 means, example I give. Okay, sum of the digits you can take it. 4 plus 9, 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. Okay, do the sum. Sum of the digits, that is the 4 plus 5 or 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 7 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. 30 plus 9 is 39. Whether 39 is divisible by 9? Whether 39 is divisible by 9? No, in 9 table not 39 is there. 9 is the 36 is there. 39 not is there. So, okay, then we can say it is not a divisible by 9. Therefore 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is not divisible by, it is not a divisible by 9. Okay. So if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then only we can say that the given number is divisible by 9. But here we got this is not a divisible by 9. That's why the given number, that is the 45,060, sorry, 4,56,789 is a not a divisible by 9. That is the rule. Divisibility rule 9 means sum of the digits should be divisible by 9. Okay. Now we'll go for the divisibility by a 10. Divisibility by a 10. Divisibility by 10 here. Divisibility by 10 means the last digit should be 0. Last digit should be 0. Okay, the last digit should be always 0. If in last digit that containing that number given number is containing a last number that is 0, then only we can say that that number is divisible by 10. Otherwise it is not a divisible by 10. See here, I'll give an example. 2, 4, 6, 7, 0 means last number is 0, right? So it is divisible by 10. We can say like that. It is divisible by 10. See here another number I'll example give. Last number is what? Whether it is 0? No, 7 is there. Then we can say that it is not divisible by 10. It is not a divisible by 10. This number is divisible by 10 and this number is not a divisible by 10 because here last number is 7 is there. We want the last digit should be 0. Then only we can say that list of all numbers are whatever it may be. Okay, it doesn't matter. Only last digit should be always 0. Then only we can say that the given number is divisible by 10. Otherwise it's not a divisible by 10. Understood the divisibility by 10 rule? Divisibility by 10. Okay, divisibility by 10. Next one is the divisibility by 11 is there. So what is the divisibility by 11? Here we'll check. To check whether number is divisible by 11, add the digits at the odd position counting from the left side. Okay, and then add the remaining digits. If the difference between those two sums is either a 0 or it is a divisible by 11, then we can say that it's the given number is divisible by 11. Okay, so for that you can write like this here. Difference between sum of the odd position and even position numbers is 0 or it is a divisible by 11. Okay, I give an example here, that is the given in 1 4 5 7 6 7. Okay, I'll give another example. See, start from the left side. This side you have to start. Don't start here. You have to start with the here. Okay. So this is the first term. Leave out the second because it is a even, no. So here a third term. Next fifth term. Next it is a seventh term. Take that term. Means odd position. Odd position. Odd position. Sum of odd position, that is equal to 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7. Okay. So 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 7 13, 13 plus 7 is 20. Okay. Next sum of the even position. Sum of a even position, take sum of even position, that is 4 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8. Okay. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 6 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. Okay. Now take a difference. Difference means subtraction. That is a 26 minus 20. We got a 6 here. 6 is not equal to a 0. Other it is divisible by 11. Check. 6 is whether 6 is divisible by 11. No, it is not divisible by 11 also. Then we can say that this given number is not a divisible by. It is not a divisible by 11. Okay. So we have to take the sum of the odd position and sum of the even position in the given number. Okay. Start from this side, left side. That is the first number, second number, like that you have to count. And sum of odd position means 1 3 4 1 3 5, like that. That are called as the odd position, and sum of the even position. Take a sum of odd position and sum of the even position. You will get the answers, right? Then you have to take a difference of these two numbers. Difference of those two numbers we got as a 6 here. But we want answer as here a 0, or else it is a divisible by 11. Check here, it is not equal to a 0. Then it must be divisible by 11. Whether 6 is a divisible by 11? Here 6 is not a divisible by 11. Then we can say that this 6 is not divisible by 11 means it is not a, this number, the given number is not a divisible by 11. We can say that this given number is not a divisible by 11. This is the rule of a divisibility by 11. This is the rule of the divisibility by 11 here. Okay. So next one is they given some general properties of a divisibility. Page number 30. Observe everyone. General properties of a divisibility. In that they given, if a number is divisible by any another number, it must be divisible by each factors of a number. Okay. So if it is a divisible by one number, then that number is containing other factors, right? So it is also divided by that factors. That means, okay. Second property, go for the second property. If number is divisible by each of a two or a more co-prime numbers, then it must be divisible by their product. Okay. So if number is divisible by each of a two or a more co-prime numbers, then it must be divisible by their product. They given an example here. We know that 60 is divisible by 2, 3, 5. Right. So also 2, 3 and 5 are the co-prime numbers. Okay. So according to the above result, it must be divisible by the 30. Right. So 60 is divisible by 30. Obviously, it is divisible by 30. So like that means product of those prime also it is divisible by that number. Okay. So third property, if a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, then it must be a factor of their sum. Okay. So if number is a factor of each of two given numbers, then it must be a factor of their sum. Means the given example, see here, we know that 3 is a factor of 9 as well as that of 24. 3 is a factor of both 9 and 24. And do the sum, 9 and 24. Do the sum, 9 and 24. What is the sum of 9 and 24? That is 24 plus 9. We will get a 33. Means 3 is a factor of 33. Yes, it is a factor of 33. That meaning is. And fourth one, if number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, then it must be a factor of their difference also. As this previous only, we did a plus and here we have to do the subtract, minus. Only that is the difference. Okay. So these are the general properties of divisibility. Till that I said here. Okay. So we have to write all those things in the CW. I'll send one PDF. That PDF you have to write it in a CW. Okay. Don't write by seeing textbook. I'll send one PDF. That PDF you have to write in a CW. After that we'll solve the next class we'll solve the 2.4. Okay. Till that be safe in your home. Okay. Thank you everyone.